Good morning and happy Labor Day. President Trump celebrating you, the American worker. And with gas prices at a 4-year record low to a winning streak in the market, there certainly is a lot to be excited about. U.S. Labor Secretary Lori Chavez-DeRemer joins us now with more. Secretary, thank you for joining us. Let's get right to it. So the gas prices on this Labor Day, they're reminiscent of times gone by, mainly back when President Trump was president the first term. We're down to $3.19 a gallon. This list kind of shows the tale of two administrations. You're a part of that cabinet. Tell us, what your thoughts are on prices coming down.
Well, President Trump is putting the American worker first this Labor Day, and he's been doing that since he has been in office. You mentioned the first Trump administration, and now really he has doubled down because he is reclaiming Labor Day through the America First policies. So that's why we're seeing prices go down. Joey, not only did we see that in the One Big Beautiful Bill with no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security. Every one of those decisions was for the American worker. So I'm here in Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm going to be in the Labor Day parade to honor the American workers of today, to celebrate everything that they have built throughout this country that will culminate into next year's 250th anniversary. And it's all been at the leadership of President Trump.
As Labor Secretary, we have GDP is up 3.3% annual. In other words, the people that you're trying to advocate for, represent in this country that maybe weren't happy with the Biden administration, what are those changes? What is it that you're focused on? Where's the labor market? What's the sentiment there?
Well, what we're seeing is unemployment definitely holding steady, but we're seeing real wages up. We're seeing blue collar wages up 1.4%. Consumer confidence is up. I'm on my 50-state tour across this country. I've hit 32 states already, and I'm talking to the men and women who are on the ground every single day, trying to understand what they need assistance with. So some of the things that we've done, expansion of Pell Grants through the One Big Beautiful Bill, which will give access to so many people who had maybe a barrier to further education. The apprenticeship program. The president wants 1 million active apprentices. And so I'm on the ground talking to the trades, talking to the firefighters, talking to law enforcement. I was just in New England on a 6-state swing in 4 days, talking to submarine shipyard builders. We're seeing people are excited about the investments that the president is making.
Absolutely. You're a part of a cabinet that is probably unlike any before it. Everything from my colleagues here at Fox News to, to yourself. And there's RFK Jr., a lifelong Democrat, kind of like President Trump's team of rivals almost. We have a video that shows what you all were back when you were regular people having regular jobs. Let's check it out.
I wanted to be a cheerleader in high school, and I couldn't afford the uniform. So my first job was packing peaches at Warm Adams Packing in Hanford, California, where I was working 12-hour days.
It was delivering newspapers in downtown Honolulu.
My first job was as a lifeguard at the indoor pool that my mom worked at.
My first job was working in the Washington Zoo. I learned that the little things count. That whatever you do, you should apply all of your talents and all of your energy to trying to do it well.
I don't know if there's anything more on brand than Pete Hegseth starting his career out as a lifeguard. But when we look at that and we hear those stories, it's like, wait just a minute. Maybe these are regular people. We learned something about you. Like your first job was just to afford the uniform for your school activity. How do you think Americans respond to that, and how does it reflect on this cabinet?
I think it's perspective. It really does help to have perspective and try to understand what everybody's going through. Living the American dream is real. Hard work, work ethic, all of that matters. And I think this cabinet, we all work well together. The president has assembled a formidable team of everyday Americans. I was a stay-at-home mom for 20 years. I have been married for 35 years and raised twin girls. When you go back and think about how important that is and you hear those stories, it helps us make good decisions when we're talking to the American people. And that's what the president wanted. Get out of Washington, D.C., get out on the road and really understand what American American men and women go through. And I think that that's how we bring those stories back, and we really change for the next 100 years. And, again, we all work together. At the leadership and the latitude that the president has given us is work together, be on the ground, assist each other. We have a finite amount of time to have good policy that benefits the American people. And for me, my part of that equation is the American worker. We're going to upskill and reskill this workforce. We're going to be energy dominant. We're going to have a workforce that's dominant. And that's what the president wanted for the American people. And that's exactly why he was elected.
Madam Secretary, thank you for joining us this morning. Of all people, happy Labor Day to you.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you got that cheerleading
Thanks,
uniform, and we find you here today.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.